Hello everybody, welcome back to another Minetest mod review, and today we are looking at the Hedges mod, which lets us make hedges, nothing too unexpected there. So say I have this amazing looking house, and yes, I am breaking this bush by hand even though I have a diamond axe because that's the way I roll. I have this amazing looking house and I want to do some nice landscaping. I think swords actually would break these faster, but be that as it may, that's not really the point of the video. So we want to do some little landscaping here. So we just bust up these bushes. And now, of course, we could take our leaves and we could make a little hedge around the house, just like so. And then here, just like that. Oh, yes. I guess you would want to leave an opening to get in, probably. Have a little hedge around the yard. And you could do that. Or you could use the Hedges mod and make hedges that are, I should leave that up for comparison, that are a little different. So here's some hedges that are made from the bushes. They do sway, which kind of annoys me a little bit, but I guess if I turned waving plants off, they wouldn't. I mean, the leaves can wave, and I always keep that turned off because that I don't like. But there's our hedge. It's a little narrower than a block. Let me put a full block down just so we can get a better comparison there. So as you can see, it's a little bit narrower. So you could put the hedges, the hedges right on the sides of a walkway and not feel super cramped and claustrophobic. I should put a full block there. See, this just feels very, very cramped and claustrophobic. This is a little more open, and it's a little shorter too, so it looks a little more like a trimmed hedge. But what if, I hear you asking, I want to make hedges that you can't jump over, because that you can. And of course you can jump over a single block of leaves as well, so it's not like this is a disadvantage to it. But oh, lo and behold, my friends, you can stack the hedges and they connect upwards, and now you can't jump over it. So if you wanted to make a I was gonna say a cornstalk maze, but that's not what they call it. A cornfield maze? What do they call those things? Is it just a cornfield maze? I don't know. I've never gone to one. But those, or maybe you don't know. In some parts of the world, in the fall time, they make mazes in cornfields. And every single year, people get lost in them, and they have to get helicopters out to find them and stuff. It's kind of crazy. But yes, you can make those by doing this. And another neat thing about these hedges, which I should have mentioned earlier, is they'll automatically connect for corners. So we can do this, and you will notice, if I could have made that jump. Wow, I am not. There we go. It connects at our corners very nicely because keep in mind these are smaller than a full node. And if we want to go out to both sides, we can. And yes, we can even, if I didn't have a leaf in my way, we can even make a, I was going to say a T-junction, but a T-junction would be where only two are meeting. Or I guess where three are meeting, where it branches off to two different directions. What is this? A cross-junction? I don't know. But you can make those as well, and it works. And of course, if you want, you can do this. Except I ran out. But maybe I should show how to make these, rather than what can be made with them, because of course your imagination's the limit with what you can make. You could leave an opening. I don't really know what the point of that would be, but you can do it. So these can be crafted out of pretty much any of your leaves from Minetest game. So I have an apple. Oh, it's about the same. So the apple tree and the bush leaves both give you apple hedges. Pine needles. I'm short one. Where's my pine tree? Where's my pine tree at? Oh, here. I can make the pine hedges. And they look a little bit different than those. Just a little bit though. Of course, these do the same as those bush leaves. You can do acacia. Wait, this is aspen. You can do aspen. Again, it's the exact same craft recipe. Rather than wasting your time doing that, let me just do this. So you can do the acacia, of course, with the acacia. The apple hedge you can do with bush leaves or apple tree leaves. The aspen here is with the aspen, jungle with the jungle, pine with the pine, and I forgot to mention the acacia bush you can make in as well. The blueberry bush, however, you cannot turn those leaves into hedges. That's the only leaf I'm aware of from Minetest game that cannot be made into the hedges. But that's a minor little detail that it's hardly worth bringing up. Other than, of course, for the fact that somebody might try it and then be like, hey, this doesn't work, what's up? Like, well, I told you. I did have one oddity, but I forget where I was building where I saw it. I think it was actually like in the inside of this house. I had an instance where the tops of one of these leaves didn't move with the rest, which looked quite jarring, but I cannot find it happening now. I built a close square. Yeah, those all work. I had one where like the top here, the center square stayed in the same spot, and then the two little sections at the end here, they kind of just stretched and stuff, but this middle stayed here. The sides moved right, but the top didn't. It was weird, and I broke it and redid it a few times, and it kept happening. So it must have been, I'm guessing, on a map chunk edge, maybe? But I don't see it happening now at all, so I can't really show it to you. I don't know why you'd really want to see a bug. That seems kind of weird, unless of course it was like a bug review. But these aren't bug reviews, these are mod reviews. And that wraps this one up. So a pretty basic mod, just add some hedges, connects in all four directions, you can stack them, build cool mazes out of them, or just, you know, decorate your yard so it looks beautiful. And that's gonna wrap it up. So thanks for watching. Tune in next week for another mod review, and I will see you then.